Hello, Muster0063 back for I Want to Be the Sublime Part 25. What I'm hoping, and to a certain degree expecting, to be the final part of this Let's Play, at least for now, since the end of Part 4 is currently the end of the game. I'm kicking off, by the way, on the title screen because as soon as I start the game off, or as soon as I press load game, I'm going to go straight to the boss, and there's some text and everything like that, and I want to kind of just give an introduction before I kind of got immediately into the boss. So I'm also going to have one go at this boss before I kind of explain how it all works together, just to see what happened the first go. But yeah, let's actually kick things off, and I'll try and explain things as we kind of go along. So yeah, this is the boss of Path 4, and it's Nabur. Odds are in your favour. Even you will suffer. Do you know my primary weakness? Poor Alan. So yeah, I will, as I said, I will have one go at this. Start off just to see what happens, because there is a reasonably decent chance I might have done that first go, but clearly not. But anyway, I just thought I'd have a first go to see how it all goes. Right. Basically, this boss looks rather intimidating. Look at the amount of hit points there. He started off with 9,999, and he's still only got 9,978 there. So I've hit him 21 times, but obviously he's got a huge health bar. Don't worry, there is a trick to this boss. So let me restart things, and I will go through the text in a different way. Odds are in your favour. Even you will suffer. Do you know my primary weakness? Poor Alan. So, the text there does indeed provide a clue or a hint as to how to go about fighting this boss. So, odds are in your favour. You will have perhaps seen that he had this analysing state position when he kind of kicked on the screen, and after a certain period of time, he will also going to die on that bugger. Yeah, by the way, during his analysing state phase, he's got a shield round him, and you can't actually hit him. He starts off in alpha phase, and I'm doing this all wrong. Let me stop there. I was going too gung-ho for the boss, and I shouldn't have been doing that. Okay, so what I've done here is I've hit him an even number of times to get him down to an odd number of hit points. I should have only hit him twice to demonstrate this a bit better, but still anyway. He's at 9989, and which is obviously an odd number. So after a certain period of time, you never quite know exactly when it's going to be. Yeah, he will go to analysing state again, and in this case he's gone to alpha again. So if you hit him an even number of times and get him down to an odd number of hit points, you can still actually reasonably comfortably fight the boss. It's obviously going to take a huge amount of time to kill him. Thank you, that just came miles out of nowhere, didn't it? I was supposed to dodge that. How? But anyway, let me get back to my point, and this time only hit him once. So yeah, if you get him down to an odd number of hit points, he is still fightable. If you hit him an odd number of times, so at this point in time he's down at 9998 HP, which is an even number, something different will happen when he gets to his analysing state phase. And here we go again, and oh no, I survived it, right, good. And you can see that this time he's gone to beta phase. Yeah, okay, right, I was about to say, that didn't seem quite exactly what was going on there, yeah, but you can probably see from that, apart from the slowdown, but yeah, in beta phase he has a different set of attacks, and frankly they are all pretty much, as far as I'm aware, nigh on impossible to avoid. Seriously, good luck trying to dodge any of the attacks during beta, or beta, however you'd rather pronounce the Greek letter, phase. So, yeah, you do not want to get him down to an even number of hit points. That's going to screw me over. I hate that electric flicking attack. So yeah, avoiding obviously even numbers is a good idea. So you want to kind of stick him to odd numbers. But of course, you don't want to have to go through a huge length of for the boss fight by just chipping away at him one each time. You could do, provided you keep him at certain odd numbers. But oh my god, that's just a fight of absolute tedium. And alright, well, since I collected it, let me just show off. It's probably never a good idea to collect any of those icons. I did not mean to collect that, I meant to shoot it. Yeah, it's probably never a good idea to collect any of those, no matter what ones they appear. They all do different things. Yeah, my advice would be never collect any of them. So yeah, anyway. You want to kind of stick him to odd numbers, but yeah, you don't want the boss fight to go on for an absolute eternity. So the trick here is actually to do with, well, the trick's obviously most of the clue, apart from poor Alan, which is a bit of an in-joke. But yeah, the key bit, I suppose, is the third line, which says primary weakness. So what you actually want to do is get the bird down to a prime number of health. And unfortunately, I'm a bit screwed there because the blooming electric attack came along and I have to shoot it, and I'd already got him down to the number I wanted him at. So I had to continue the boss fight on a bit again in order to get him down to another prime number. You probably would have perhaps noticed the number I stopped on there, 9973. That is the easiest number to go for. It's the highest prime number under 10,000 or under 9999. So the health you ideally want to aim to get the bird down to is 9973. If, like what I had to do there, where I kind of got him down to the number I wanted, but had to do some more shooting to get rid of that blasted electric thing, the next best one is 9967. How am I supposed to dodge that? See, this boss is, I still reckon is quite easy, but has a number of attacks which just come completely out of the blue, completely out of nowhere, a bit like that one, frankly. So you end up getting screwed and just killed by, you know, not really being able to have any real chance. But frankly, when things go well, then it's pretty straightforward. I've done it again. Why did I hit him some more? Okay, now I'm going to have to get you down to 9967 and screw it up again. Yay! I am not doing a very good demonstration on this boss. On one I think is quite easy, frankly, and I'm dying left, right, and centre to most of his attacks, and screwing up, you know, the number of times that I'm meant to be hitting him. What the hell even killed me there? At least that totally demonstrates my point about the fact that sometimes you just think, okay, that was just completely unfair. And this world, most of the time, is completely unfair. It just spirals round incredibly quickly, incredibly randomly. There is no real way to predict how on earth it's going to move, and yeah, best of luck with it. And apologies for the lag. I hate when it seems to happen most with that fire attack, where a lot just kind of happens on screen. Okay, good. We're at 9973 and you're phasing. So yeah, when you're getting down to a prime number, he goes to gamma phase, and as you can hopefully see, if you hit him in gamma phase, good. He goes down. His health bar goes down insanely quickly. So yeah, that's the key to the boss. Get him down to. Yeah, we do. I was expecting this error message. Thankfully, I'm hoping when I click ignore that this actually isn't a terminal message. Yeah, I do go to the end of the boss, and yeah, apologies for the background if that comes as a bit of a surprise or triggers something. But yeah, well, let me collect the icon. Or does that take me straight to the? Oh no, collecting the icon just gives me a warp. Yeah, I might come off that screen actually. Stay with the victory music for a bit longer. And yeah, let's get off that screen because the background might be doing things to your eyes or other things. So yeah, when you get into gamma phase, he's most of the time pretty simple. You need to. He does shoot a particle shot or something which kind of explodes. I don't think he really showed it off there too much, or indeed at all. And you really need to get right out of the way of that. It has a much bigger explosion radius than you think it might do. And yeah, you just want to kind of obviously stay as far away from that as possible. But that's the only attack he seems to do during gamma phase. And as you saw there, you can absolutely drain his health bar like it's nobody's business. So yeah, the key to the boss is get him down to a prime number. 9973 is your best bet. The next one under that is 9967 if you happen to screw up or have to feel like you have to shoot him more to deal with a certain attack. Once you get him down to a prime number and he goes to analysing state, then you go to gamma phase, and that's when you can just pummel away at him and drain his health. Yeah, steer clear of beta phase, which is even numbers, but yeah, prime numbers are the ones to go for. And well, looky there. I still have to go back and collect that from my point of view. I'm hoping you'll actually get to see that before it comes to this point, but I have to go back and collect that final eyeball, because I said I was going to go and do it after the pass completed. But look at the number of deaths. What a wonderfully, mathematically round number. 3,600. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I have the 4 secret items that you can see over the left-hand side. All I've got to do is get that one eye block. Hopefully that's posted in an earlier part. Yeah, that's probably it for the game part of the Let's Play. At least for now. So there's a slight jump cut there. As you can see, the window's changed. Also the death count has as well, so I'm now at 3,800. Why is it 200 different? Well, that's the amount of deaths that ended up me mucking around trying to get that 4th eye block on path 4 before giving up. So yeah, that's why I'm 200 deaths higher than at the 3,600, where we left off about 30 seconds or so ago. So I probably need to apologise a little bit for a couple of things. Firstly, that I think I might have said kind of a few videos back that I was probably gonna have kind of a little bit of an informal wrap up, kind of at the end of this video, or the end of this once all 4 paths are cleared. And unfortunately, due to timings and schedules or whatnot, it's probably not quite possible to kind of get Liam and myself together to do that. So I'm just going to kind of do a quick 2-3 minute wrap up here on my own. But ultimately, I say I'm not going to do too much of a wrap up because this isn't the end of this Let's Play. This isn't the end of the game. Obviously, it's the 4 paths cleared as much as I can do at the moment, but this game is still being worked on. There will be more to come. So further down the line, whenever that may be, and when I can carry on this Let's Play, then I'm sure we'll get together and do that. So I guess all I kind of wanted to just kind of finish off, at least this part of the Let's Play at the end of the 4 paths, is just kind of reiterate, well, at most points in time, how much fun I had actually doing this. I'm hugely appreciative to Liam, obviously, for joining me for video 1 of this project, and indeed the entirety of path 3. So thank you for sticking out that with me. I would have been so much more pissed off with that path without some company. So and I mentioned quite a lot of the time, or quite often, that path 3 was going to be the path that was going to break me. And well, up to this point in time, this Let's Play has gone 25 videos, and if you count, it actually took 12 videos of those 25 for me to clear the entirety of path 3. So yeah. Part 3 took up pretty much half of this entire Let's Play. That's just a slight indication of that. Other than that, I just want to kind of reiterate that I kind of was put off playing this game when I kind of first got wind of it. I saw someone do a kind of attempt to Let's Play of it and get really, really frustrated and fret up with it. And I just took one look at it and I thought, no, this is just not for me. It seems way too difficult. The gimmicks look way too annoying. Innovative and inventive, albeit yes, absolutely, but way too annoying for me. So this is going to go into my don't ever play, box, if you will. And I kind of got cajoled into it, and I don't know, almost like with quite other games, you kind of get into it and you find that actually it's not as difficult as perhaps it was made out to be, or as as it looks. So I kind of went through the game. I was advised to do it on medium mode. In fact, I was advised never to play it on anything higher than medium mode. And it's just such a kind of a offbeat remark that even got me to even think about, let alone doing a Let's Play on hard mode, but actually playing it on hard at all. I was say just casually chatting with Liam, and I'm sure it boiled down to him not perhaps knowing where the save spread was. So I kind of maybe foolishly kind of just said, oh well, while we're here, why don't I just play a little bit of the game on hard mode, or kick it off and see if I can I'll show you where your saves are currently spread. So it got to the point where okay, I've done a few screens. Okay, now can I get through path 1? Yes, I can. Can I beat the boss? Yes. Okay, fine. That path 1 wasn't too bad. Let's see how path 2 goes. And then I make my way all the way through path 2, and then it gets to the point of like, wow, actually, I might just stick this out. I will actually see if I can complete this entire game now on hard mode. And then I got to path 3, which just had me tearing my hair out. But, oh well, I persevered through it, got all the way through it, and it was like, okay, now I'm so close, I can't not do it. Path 3 was a nightmare, let's just see how path 4 goes, and I was really pleasantly surprised that Path 4 is well a hell of a lot easier than Path 3 anyway. But the lack, playing on hard mode, the lack of wuss saves didn't seem to make too much difference, and I would reiterate that. But not only do I think play it on I would probably advise on medium mode, I must admit, but this game I don't think is as hard as perhaps it's been made out to be, or indeed it possibly looks. And secondly, other than Path 3, I will qualify it with that, other than Path 3, which I think is important to be said, I really don't find that actually on hard mode this is a significant step up in difficulty from medium mode, as weird as that sounds. There are a few saves here and there that you think, yeah, okay, I'd really appreciate that, but nothing like Path 3. I mean, there are so many in Path 3 that would be, just so much appreciated. So, like I say, I definitely need to qualify and say not Path 3 notwithstanding, but for someone like me, I don't claim to be an expert at these games in any way, shape or form. I am not an expert. I am a casual, I want to be player at best. If I can get through, I want to be the Sublime, or what's there at the moment, on hard mode, then anyone with an ounce of skill or perseverance could clear this on hard mode, and with almost absolute certainty would be able to clear this on medium mode. So if you have been put off the game for whatever reason, I'm a bit hesitant to say, oh, go play it, you'll enjoy it, blah, 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 because ultimately you might find that you don't, and you might find it too difficult. But I think if you have put it on, if you have kind of left it to one side, I definitely think it's worth a go. And I know from my experience, it really hasn't turned out as hard as I thought it would. So yeah, I will kind of leave it there for the moment. This is not, I say for the moment, this is probably it for the reasonable foreseeable future, but absolutely not the end of this Let's Play. So yeah, I will be back, whenever that may be, to continue on with this game. It's not the end, I will be back to do it. That's pretty much all I want to say on that. Next up is likely, I say likely, to be Let's Play perfect runs of Mega Man 7. The reason for that being that I have fallen way behind on my script writing, so I need to sort that out. I won't be kind of kicking that project off until after Easter anyway, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break. But yeah, hopefully if I can get myself in gear and actually writing out the scripts that I need to, then yeah, coming up next should be Mega Man 7 Let's Play perfect runs shortly after Easter. So yeah, I really will leave it there. This has been I Want to Be the Sublime. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you go check out the game for yourself. And yeah, I will leave it there. Cheerio.